Hi, welcome to theeasyindian.com. My name is Pallavi and today I'm going to share a very simple spiced spinach and potato dish. Now you can get a bunch of spinach, make sure you wash it really well and chop them up, or just get the bag of baby spinach and use about a bag and a half, and that works really simply. It's pre-washed. I recommend you wash it one more time. You'll also need 2 medium golden potatoes diced up pretty fine. Do not use the russets, they take much longer to cook. We'll be cooking this in about 2 tablespoons of oil. You can also use butter or ghee. I also recommend about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic diced. If you want to spice it up, one Thai green chili or about 1/4 to 1/2 of a jalapeno diced. And we'll use the very basic Indian spices. So a 1/4 teaspoon each of turmeric powder, cumin seeds, coriander powder, and chili powder. We'll also need about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and you can add or subtract that depending on your taste. So let's get started. I've heated up my pan to medium high, and now I'm going to add some oil and wait for that to warm up. And then I'm going to add the potatoes, and we're going to try to cook them about halfway. And then we'll let the rest of them cook with the spinach. Let's let them cook, stirring every minute or two, and then we'll check back in a bit. So now the potatoes are about halfway done. Make sure you test them and taste them to make sure they're far enough along. And it's been about 5 or so minutes, and I had to stir them every, 45 seconds to a minute so they didn't stick. And you also want to make sure you don't cook them on too high heat because the potatoes will then stick. So now it's time to add some garlic. We want to saute that and brown it a little bit. And you can also throw in the green chilies. Cook this around for a little bit. As you can see, the potatoes kind of stick, so you want to gently move them. So stir this for another 45 seconds or so, and then we can add the next step. Okay, now we're going to cook up the spices a little bit. You can make a little space in the center. I think I'm going to need a little bit of extra oil. So I throw that in there, and now I'm going to throw the cumin seeds in. They need to cook first. So once you hear them crackling a little bit, you can then add the other spices. So we will add the rest of the spices. At this point, you can just add the salt around. Mix up the spices in the center. And then go ahead and mix it all together, and then we will add the spinach next step. All right, so what you are going to notice is that some of the mixture is sticking to the bottom of the pan, but when the spinach releases the water, that will all come up. So as long as it's not burning, if it's just sticking, it's okay. So here we go, let's add the spinach. Now let's give it a stir, and then we're going to cover it for a bit. All right, mixed it around. See, the bottom now is clear. So we've mixed it as good as it's going to get. So let's cover it and just check back in about three or so minutes. All right, it's actually been closer to 5 minutes. So as you can see, the spinach is starting to break down a lot. So if you have a big enough pan and you want to use 2 full bags, I think with this recipe you could get away with that. So let's cover this and check back again in about 3 minutes. All right, there you have it, a quick and easy spinach and potato dish. If you'd like to decrease the amount of potatoes, go for it. One viewer asked me, why do all Indian dishes require potatoes? And you know what? They don't. So if you want to cook this with more spinach or leave the potatoes out, you can totally do that. It's totally healthy, tasty, and I highly recommend you give it a whirl. So thanks for visiting theeasyindian.com, and hope to see you again soon.